Yo YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Finally get to start this video. After messing around with these damn kitchen cabinets, I'm finally deciding to post them on Facebook and get rid of them 7 months after they've been sitting in my garage, taking up space. They're in the way, they're a damn nuisance. But that's not the point of this video. This hunk of junk is. So, first things first. I can't wait for springtime when it's nice and warm out. Right now it's probably about 30, high 30s, low 40s outside. It's about 50 something in my garage, so it's not too bad. Good enough to work in. But anyway, can't wait so I can do some spring cleaning and find all of my lost tools. So I hope we can do this today with the tools that I found and the tools that I have on hand. We got to do this multi-function switch because I need turn signals. And hopefully this plugs right in, has no issues. We got to get this apart. Let's get to it. Okay, third time's a charm. Finally got the flashlight to stay on. So while I'm doing this, let's talk. So, my tool situation, I had bought a full set of these Cobalt tools, or screwdrivers and flatheads. I knew where 2 of them were. Now I know where 1 is. I don't know where the rest are now. I have an entire set of Cobalt Torx bits. I have a whole set of them. No idea where they went to. They have just up and left. So I'm hoping during spring cleaning I can find them, or else I'm going to be upset. I don't remember how much money I spent on them, but I know I don't want to buy the same thing twice. Well, I assume this piece will just clip back on, but it took a little bit of finessing and wiggling around. So just drop this back down. I knew I wasn't going to have my stuff. All right, I'm going to search, see if I have a bit for that. Yep, same bits. So I should have something in this little red pack. Let's see here. God, I'm telling you, man, I need springtime. This garage needs clean so bad. I got trash. I got Nissan Skyline parts. 1 Jeep headlight. All right, someone explain to me why these are so hard to pull out. I don't understand why. Oh, everything's so hard to pull out. I don't have patience. Don't have patience. I just gotta figure out how to get it unplugged. All right, so a little bit of finesse, a little bit of poking at the little clippies. Wiggle it out of there. It's out. Shoot. I'm an idiot. All right. I'm an idiot. All right, this is the good one. We'll plug it in and test it real quick. First, I need the keys. In the meantime, I'm over here trying to finesse these parts out and doing my little dumb thinking face. Now, to get these plugged in. All right, so there's an issue somewhere else. Well, obviously, I don't have turn signal, but do have 4 ways, and this is definitely the used one, and the new one is definitely in there. So there's a problem elsewhere, because the key is on. I know the Jeep don't need to be running. Yeah, don't do nothing. High beams work. Yep. All right. right. Oh, could it be a fuse is my next question. Could it be a fuse? So, no owner's manual. So I'm going to have to figure out which fuse does what real quick and see if that's the issue, because I might have just replaced that for no reason. All right, so since this is a 98, apparently the 98 to 2001 Jeeps are all the same. So I need to check the turn signal relay underneath the dash. So now I got to rip apart the dash, and apparently there's a heat shield. It's supposed to be a heat shield back there, but that's the next step. Let's get to it. I wonder if these aftermarket fog lights have anything to do with it. I guess we'll find out when we get there. All right, well, I found the relay. It is, I don't know if this is factory. Yeah, it's a factory relay. I don't know if it's, from 98, if this is the original one the Jeep came with, but I know that's it because, wait for it, it clicks. So I wonder if it is the original one and that's why there's tape on it. So I'm going to rip this off. I'm going to go and say, this has never been replaced. Ouch, son of a bitch. Note to self, just because they look the same and plug in doesn't mean they'll work. So 4-ways don't even flash with these ones in. I was hoping that would be an easy diagnostic, but assuming there's tape on this with a Chrysler stamp on it, I'm going to assume this is from the 90s, and this might be my issue. It's probably only 10, 15, maybe 20 bucks for this part. Unfortunately, it's 8 o'clock at night, and I don't feel like going anywhere. It might even be later than 8. I don't feel like driving anywhere, so this can wait till tomorrow. What's next? We can get this off. Junk. I don't know what I did with the other one. I want to see under here. Oh, that's the carpet right there. Fix that up later. I mean, I do have a welder. And I do have some angle grinders. Not going to do it tonight, but I think tomorrow I might go buy some sheet metal, find some sheet metal, and cut these up and weld a piece in there. So this is going to be a continuation video into tomorrow. This one kind of hurts to cut because it's so solid. I mean, not even a little bit of rust. All right, so Jeep's going to sit like this. We will pick up this video tomorrow. All right, day 69 of messing with this Jeep. So we're buttoning up everything. First thing we did was turn signals, or mess with the turn signals. Found out the kick fuse panel was missing a fuse. So slot 12, I think, off the top of my head, whatever fuse goes to the rear defroster also does the turn signals. So now I have working turn signals. Got rid of a live wire to an old amplifier. So we have to rewire these fog lights because we just cut everything off. Oh well, don't care. Easy fix, making it safer. On this door, I think we were just freeing up the lock on this one. That's all it was. We were just freeing up the lock. This door, found out the reason it doesn't open from the outside is because one of the pieces in here broke for this handle. And I mean, now the door lock is really hard too. Kind of works. So I'm going to order a new handle here. When I bought this, nothing inside this door was even hooked up. Something was broken. So we took it apart, figured out what it was. It's actually the window regulator. So apparently my dad said there's a stick just in there holding the window up, or a bar. So that door needs a window regulator. Moving back here, I got my license plate on. They had, I don't even know if I showed it already or not. There was these LED bulbs just ran through and plugged right in to this. So, half-assed the bulb in there. Now I got my license plate on. All right, guys, so that's gonna wrap up this video. We are back at home. Don't worry about the man purse thing going on. It's got those keys in it, and I gotta put it in the garage. But to wrap this up, Jeep still has some little love to get done, but turn signals work, so now I can drive it. I think basically for inspection, it's probably just a little bit of rust that's on it, the middle seatbelt, and actually I'm not going to speak on inspection because it hasn't been up in the air, and I don't know how U-joints look, bushings look, control arms, tie rod, track bar, any of that stuff. Don't know how any of that looks. I can't speak on inspection or how good this Jeep's going to be. But for anybody that is having a turn signal issue, if your rear defroster does not work and your turn signals don't work, it's probably slot 12 on your kick fuse panel. I don't know why I couldn't figure that out. Thankfully, my dad had one of them little probe testing things, which just beep, 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 pushing everything. My fuse was actually missing. So after he put a fuse in there and it worked, I looked up the slot number on Google to a fuse diagram, and turns out the rear defroster shares a fuse with the turn signal combination also. So I now have to also put this window back up, jam something back down in there because the window fell down as soon as I opened that door. Other than that, I think that's going to do it for this video. The last little bit of them little itsy bitsy pieces I might just throw into another video in the future, when I eventually do cut and fold and rocker panel stuff. And as for this, I'm probably going to throw some Bondo in there, or just cut that square out, weld a little piece of metal onto there, and just get rear quarter panel armor, fender armor, whatever, body armor, whatever you want to call it. So that's probably what's going to get done there. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. 3-day process, whatever, of tinkering around with this thing. But if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're new or have been around, you're excited to see some XJ content back, hit the like button. Peace out, guys. Stay safe.